Hello and welcome back everyone to a classic series episode of Rage Green Cocktails. Today we are going to be learning how to make a classic old fashioned. Yeah, the classic old fashioned is actually just a whiskey cocktail that doesn't have a bunch of fruit and everything muddled into it. So it's the whiskey cocktail done the old fashioned way. So today the only things that we're going to be needing for this are going to be bourbon, go figure, some aromatic bitters, simple syrup, and an orange. Now we're gonna need some tools along the way, but I'll cue you in as we go. Ready? Let's begin. I like to build everything in a separate glass because I want to make sure that I'm diluting it to the right amount. You can build it in the glass if you want to, but this is what we do in bartender land, okay? So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're going to add about 3 dashes of Angostura bitters. 1, 2, 3, and when we're dashing, I like to flip completely upside down, and that will give me the right amount of bitters until I have about the size of a quarter when I hold it at this 45-degree angle in my glass. So I'm gonna set that aside and build the rest. Now we're just going to take about 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. Now this is where you can get really funky, right? Because old fashions, there's so many different styles of old fashioned. So you can do, maple syrup or honey syrup or liqueurs or different things instead of that simple syrup, but this is what our basis is off of. So then we're going to do 2 ounces of our bourbon whiskey. And some can even say that the original old fashioned was done with brandy or cognac. But today's day and age, we use bourbon. Add some ice. I like to add enough ice to fill up my glass so that I can watch the water line. And so it started here, and I'm going to watch as the water line's gonna go up. And I'm just gonna stir relatively rapidly, but not with a lot of vigor, and I'm not trying to agitate the ice super heavily. I'm just trying to stir it so that the ice slowly dilutes it, it chills, and it's also incorporating all of the ingredients in the same consistency. We want it to be smooth, velvety, and viscous. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to be straining this over ice. I like to have 1 big ice cube because the surface area of the ice is relatively large. That means it's not going to over dilute too quickly, so we can enjoy the flavor of our old fashioned for longer without it becoming too much like water. So we're just gonna go ahead and strain this cocktail directly over our ice here. Beautiful. And then for our garnish, we're just going to take a little bit of orange rind. I'm just going to slice off a piece of this skin here, and I'm gonna use the oils. We're just going to express it over the top, like so, and it will disperse over top of the glass, which will be absolutely delicious. So I'm just gonna put that little twisty right there. And here, my friends, is your classic old fashioned. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely make sure to check out the ebook that I have linked in the description below. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be coming out with new recipes every single week. We're in our classic series, and next week we're going to be focusing on Manhattans. All right, so make sure that you grab yourself a drink and slide right into the weekend. All right, my friends, cheers to you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.